Hi. Right. Recently asked about an Onwa plotter and how to convert routes and put it in. So basically, I use C-Clear on the PC. I have various commercial stuff as well, but C-Clear is very easy to use and very quick, and I can convert using GPS utility into GPX files. So anyway, Onwa uses KDX software, and it's generally not pushed by Onwa because it's actually a very simple program, and it could be better. They got DigiNav is involved with them, and which is a very commercial uh, um, piece of software that is extensive. It really is extensive, but you know, $250 worth, and of course it ought to do something for that. But anyway, KDX needs a little bit of explanation because KDX has conversion for all the Onwa models, from the Series 8, the 708s, the 39s, 38s, and so on, and it can convert from the ODF, which is the onward data format, to the Series 8, the 708s, and so on, as or convert to GPX. But the main use of a KDX software is to go from GPX, which is the GPS graphic. I'm trying to think what they. It's a like a general purpose format across many GPS units, and um, the only thing is many of the brands don't actually use GPX themselves. They use GMLs, XMLs. They use all sorts of other formats, but you need a little utility program like GPS utility or something to convert them into GPX, which is a cross-platform format. Once you've got GPX, then you can load that into KDX software and convert to an ODF file. Now, the thing is, the ODF file will automatically have a WPR prefix put to it. Now, the WPR needs to be there depending on how you input to the Onwa unit. If you use the basic data in, every time you do an ODF file in to the Onwa unit, it will erase all the previous route and waypoint data and overwrite. So you can only input one file. So if you've got a lot of GPX files, you have to merge it in the KDX software into one PDF, into one ODF file to load to the Onwa. Then it gets all confusing because all the waypoints and the routing and everything is all as like one big jumbled up thing. Okay, they're all in sequence, but then you have to work out what's what, and if you're like me, I've got about 100 different routes saved on cards and stuff from my Lawrence and from OpenCPM and so on. So I don't want to mix them all up like that. So we use the advanced data in, and the advanced data in allows you to individualize the data on the Onwa. All the waypoints will go in as a complete list, 1,000 or how many waypoints you've got, but the routes will go in individually. So like for me, I've got Ventspils to Farrison, Farrison to Nynasham, Farrison to Uta, Bledo to Ahoma. I've got so many different, or Ventspils to Curacao. I've got so many routes, and I want to keep them separate. So I use the advanced system. So anyway, what I'll do is I'll put up a series of photographs and I will try to give a talk. So first of all, you need to create the route, save it in whatever format your chart program does, then use a utility like GPS utility or whatever to save it as a GPX file. Some OpenCPN I think does GPX as well if you want. So if you're lucky enough to use something like that, then save it as a GPX. Then load the GPX into KDX Software, and KDX converts it to an ODF file with a WPR prefix. Do not remove the prefix. Okay, then transfer that. It's best if you convert it on the PC. So you convert to the ODF and have that on a PC, and then copy from the PC to the SD card that you're going to put into your Onwa. Start up your Onwa with put the SD card in. You press the menu 3 times to get to the main menu and down to data, and across into the data dialog, down to the bottom, and you'll see basic in the corner. Click on that line and change it to advanced. Then go back up that same box to data in. Click on highlight data in. Well, when I say click, it's press the enter, yeah, on the unit. So basic, enter, change to advanced, enter, back up to data in, enter. It will then tell you to have your SD card in, which you've already done anyway. Press enter. You will then get a list of the ODF root files that you've on the SD card, and you can choose which one you want to load, or you know. So that means your SD card carries the ODF files. So if you're like me, I like to have all sorts of bits and pieces of routes. Instead of loading a complete, like 1,000 waypoints into the machine, I just want to load the route for that day, for example. So Ventspils to Farrison, I just load that portion, which is because my route is called WPR Vent-Faro. And then from Faro to Ninersham, I got WPR Faro-Niner. So I can load each segment in turn. It also allows you to erase the waypoints and routes off the Onwa unit while keeping everything on the SD card. And then that means you can erase yesterday's route and load today's, which you're going to save. So it keeps a nice clean screen. Sounds a bit involved, but it's actually very simple. You know, I've used other plotters, and to be quite honest, the Lawrence was just as simple as well. So I like this. It actually works. It's clean screen, everything. It's very, very good. So without more ado, let's get on, and with a series of photographs and everything, I'll take you through what we do. Okay then, let's get started. Okay, so that's KDX software on the screen, and then we see that we've loaded up a file. We've got GPX on the left and ODF on the right, and then that's the file converted. Carry it across to the SD card, and then we're ready. Now we're on the Onwa unit. We've got SD card is already in. So we go to the data menu, down to data, and then the next one we go to down to the data in out mode, which we change from basic to advanced. So we've now got advanced, and we go up to data in, and then we press start, we click enter for please insert SD card. It's already in, so press enter again. Then you get the list, and I chose the water arm, the bottom one, and data transfer is complete. So then we will see the waypoints already on the screen, and that's on the Onwa screen. So the data points are in, and that's the route that's been recorded, uploaded to the machine. And then we can erase all the waypoints and get rid of them, and then we can data in again, and we can say put in something like the Ventspils to Pharos, and that will then give us the Ventspils to Pharos and waypoints, as you can see now. So that's it. It's so easy. So there we have it. Maybe not the best of videos, but at least it shows you that I've actually done it on the Onwa, so you can actually see that it really works. The thing is that basically at the end of the day, you save all your routes on the SD card, and using the advanced data in, you can then choose which route you want to upload to the machine. If you use the basic, then you have to keep changing the files on the SD card. Excuse me, it's a bit cold outside. Just take the dogs for a walk, so you know, the old cold air's got at the nose. But anyway, the thing is you keep everything on the SD card, so you can upload and choose whichever route you want. And because you're erasing on the unit, means the unit has got basically uncluttered then. So you don't have, if you use the basic and you upload the whole lot, then your screen gets absolutely cluttered in terms of waypoints all over the place, you know. And so I suggest don't use it unless you are a casual user where you only need to upload one route. Maybe you know you don't use the boat or whatever so often, so one route upload is enough, and then change it on the SD card for your next trip or something. But I like to have all my routes on the SD card, so I can chop and change as I like. Once I get in the Swedish islands, I never really know where I'm going to go the next time. Depends who I'm with, because basically I say to whoever's on the boat with me, look, you can drive the boat, you can sail it, let's go where you want to go, because I enjoy wherever it goes. I enjoy the boating, you know, and I enjoy the navigation as well. I was trained as a navigator professionally and spent 17 years doing it all around the world. So I love it. Okay, there you go. Onwa KDX software. How to use it basically. I don't know about all the other methods and other formats on it, because I've got a KP39A, which is basically ODF, and that's it, which is like most of the Onwa gear. So, but there it works. So fine. All right then. So good luck, and you can always get me on PBO forum or on the Small Boat Club, which is much more friendly. No bloody clicks and all the rubbish that you get with the big forums like PBO and everything, which, to be quite honest, drives me nuts quite often. But anyway, the yeah. So good luck, and let's hope 2023 has some good weather and we can all get out there and enjoy our boats. Cheers.